However, these online events can also help us with connecting with each other, and this will be our warm invitation and recommendation to all Travel Massive Montenegro members and beyond to join us on our events, but also to check out the Travel Massive Live and all other chapters events. They are also very, very good, educational, entertaining, and yeah, maybe also helpful in this time to see that you are not alone in this world. And even though we have to a lot stay within our borders, we can still break those walls, at least in digital still. What I wanted to say is also a big thank you for Jovana's inspirational approach to this. I didn't know this before, and I think it's really, really fitting into this time. And the FitCamp concept as such is also fitting to where things are at right now and where things are moving towards. As we all know or might not know, Montenegro is hopefully celebrating next year the 30 years of an ecological state. Places like this, happenings like what is now in Tivat going on with the green destinations development and monitoring process towards true sustainability. Those are the things that have to happen on the ground and with real people, and only people can change these situations, which are not so perfect yet. No? And so moving towards the true ecological state is a process, and services, products, ideas like this are certainly the right thing to do right now. So I would say if there are any contributions from the audience, we would love to hear from you.
I would love Stefan to be involved if you are fine, Stefan. Just nod if you are okay with this. Okay, I'm going to add him to the stream because he is also a team member, and he is a great guy that does yoga, and our guests are so happy with him. His English was always very good and fluent with all the guests, which we saw as a great advantage for them to teach, for him to teach them yoga. And this is our new location. So Stefan, welcome.
Welcome. First of all, hello everybody. I literally didn't plan to actually say anything, so yeah, but it's so good actually to be here. I'm actually just watching this like 37 minutes and just wondering how actually grateful I am to be part of this amazing story, because we're basically promoting the health tourism at its like highest level. Because as Jovana said, as Andjela said, as Kirsi said, it's not only just physical body, it's also mental, emotional, etc., which is basically like the full form of a human's body. So I'm really grateful to be part of this story, and I'm really happy to meet all of you in person again after this whole situation ends, and hopefully to bring all the new people in Montenegro to have a good memory about Montenegro, to feel happy and to connect their health in emotional terms, mental terms, and physical terms with our country would be a good marketing strategy.
Right. Thank you so much, Stefan. I'm really willing to come and try all these things also at the FitCamp in springtime.
I am going shortly outside just to show you around what you saw on the photo, as I promised.
Jovana, you have, I can see like 2 contributions in the chat. Have we dealt with them already? You are on the laptop. Maybe you can check that.
Okay, guys.
Yes,
that you have been seeing.
Okay, here we are with Andjela first. No.
Sorry to interrupt, but this is the photo that you have been seeing, and this is basically what you can see now. But later on, it's going to be a much improvement. It's going to.
And now she's going to digital detox.
Andjela,
you are digital detoxing right now. Come back.
Come back. Okay, am I back?
Yeah. Yeah, it's when you walk
Definitely, I was
out of the
too much out of the reach of the modem,
Yeah,
of the
that's right.
router.
That's right. Okay, we
Okay,
get
I'm
some.
back.
Good. Well, it's a big space. It's a beautiful space, and it's not far away from Nikšić. It's something like 20 minutes drive from Nikšić, if I remember right now. Something like that. Yes.
City center is like 10 to 15 minutes. Actually,
Yeah.
the total that you reach from the city is 7 minutes, but then through the village, you need 10 minutes additional because the road is not that great as when it comes to. But the transit position is also something that I didn't mention, which is also very important for us because we are in the middle of the western Montenegro and just in between Kotor and Žabljak, Kotor and Durmitor, which is a huge advantage for us, assuming that we plan to offer to the guests also to see some other parts of Montenegro, of course, when the programs are not active. So this is also a huge advantage in the traffic sense.
Yeah. No, and when you say it's a bad road, it's perfect for cycling, probably. No.
Yes, and it's part of the top trail 4, if I remember, or is it 5? I don't know. But anyhow, the 5 top trails that we have that you, Kirsi, contributed in marking, we have one passing our home here. So for cyclists from the Netherlands, we are already preparing some packages, and I honestly hope that they are going to love the nature and the cycling path.
Right. Let's go to the chat. I can see like 7 contributions there, and if you have the possibility
Vera Simon cannot go to the comments directly. I don't know why, but she is saying that
maybe you can get her on the stream.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah, Vera, you
Hi,
are
Vera.
invited to speak.
Welcome.
Hi, Vera. Welcome. Hi. Our guest from Northern Macedonia. Are you where are you there right now?
Isn't I'm in Skopje? I'm in Macedonia. Okay. I'm your guest.
Yes. We met last year at the Agricultural Policy Forum. Welcome to join our event. And you are a nutritionist and expert in all those things, which is kind of very, very exciting in this context. Did you have a question, suggestion, or some contribution? We are happy to hear.
Yes, I'm also a specialist of sports medicine, and related to FitCamps is very actual and very interesting for my profession and for my expertise. And maybe here I will give you something more contribution related to fit and health, fitness, and so on, but also in field of nutrition. Food and nutrition, organic foods, contents of food, and so on, all related to food and health.
Yeah, thank you. And as we learned also during this week at the Agricultural Policy Forum, rural tourism, and this is part of rural tourism, is really one of the key sectors that can strengthen the whole Western Balkans. It's not only certain villages, but we really have this amazing climate for healthy food production, and connecting that with sustainable tourism is just not a non-brainer, I would say. Right. What else do we? Thank you, Vera. What else do we have in the chat? Ladies, can you?
I can see Haley. I want to just wave to her.
Okay, yes. Oh yeah, and you mentioned the cleanups. We hope certainly that we can in future stop doing cleanups and just enjoy life, without all that garbage,
Haley,
right?
I added you because she started to talk about the about the cleanups. So if you feel like saying just a couple of words, you feel like free to do that. Your mic is off.
Okay, do you hear me now?
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Great. Oh, hi. Yeah, I mean the cleanups. We had such great momentum last year, and this year it's not been so much because of not being able to get together at certain times, and yeah, what can I say about the cleanups? Now we have to add masks to the list of all the other things we're picking up, which is kind of disappointing. You know, I mean, I agree with Kirsi. It would be great one day if we get to a level where we're not constantly cleaning up the old stuff, but just, you know, on a level where we're not, you know, adding to this problem. I mean, I think this is a good reset, not just for cleanups and the environment, but for all of tourism this year. You know, we haven't had any control over what's happened, and you know, can you imagine? Like, you know, I was thinking last year, you know, we need to put the brakes on tourism because of over tourism and bad management and the environment, and now that's happened. You know, without us even meaning to happen. So that's one positive, is that we can try to assess the situation that we have here with tourism and the environment, and Montenegro's claim to be an, you know, ecological state, which clearly doesn't always stand up, or most of the time doesn't stand up. So I think we have an ideal opportunity here to reset. Yeah, and it's quite clear, interestingly, every year, you know, all the local community says, well, the trash is from the tourists. And then, you know, the tourists, some nationalities don't drop trash, others do. I mean, I'm not meaning to you know, to pick on certain nationalities, but, you know, some people from some countries, you know, in the West, you know, have been used to not dropping trash for years and years, and other places they don't have that ethic. So it's interesting this year, after the summer is over, just to see actually where is the trash coming from, because we didn't have any tourists, literally. I mean, we really didn't have any tourism, or, you know, pretty much negligible. So it's interesting to see the places where there still is trash appearing, new trash. So that gives us a kind of idea where to focus our efforts for the future, which is one positive thing. And then just a quick comment, I don't want to talk too long, quick comment about what you guys are doing with the FitCamp and everything. After 15 years of running adventure tours in Montenegro, clients coming from all over the world, they have this image of Montenegro, they've seen the picture of Sveti Stefan and Dormitor and Kotor and Budva, and they come here and they expect the great outdoors, but they're always blown away by the heritage, the communities, the hospitality, the food, the nature. And if you take the trash and the lack of kind of infrastructure out of the equation, the rest of it, this is a perfect place for reset mind, body, spiritual, mental well-being. And our clients, they come because they want to bike or hike or paddle, and they go away with this whole other, you know, experience that they didn't expect, from the food, the hospitality, and this, you know, often digital detoxing, which they also hadn't expected. So
yeah,
you know, and you don't really, even despite NTOs, bike hike and all the different campaigns, the general, you know, vision of Montenegro from abroad, you still don't get this kind of, you know, domestic hospitality, well-being, organic. I don't think people have that in their heads when they come here, or a lot of people don't. It's not clear in the branding and the messaging. So, and Montenegro is the perfect place for it, as is much of the Balkans, you know. So yeah. Good luck.
Hey, so many beautiful things about Montenegro. You are just like a real Montenegrin. Well done.
Okay, thank you.
But honestly, yeah, you are also doing a great job, and it's I'm happy that we are part of the same organization, and hopefully we are going to do something together with the trash and the problems that we honestly have with rubbish. And it's not always easy to explain to people that this is officially by its constitution the ecological country, while you have these kind of problems. We still have it here in the village, so we need to focus on it to figure out how to solve it before the springtime, and hopefully when the new season starts and we start dealing with guests. And sorry if I just pop you on the stream if you didn't expect it, but I just wanted you to be part of it.
That's fine. And one of the most positive things, you know, 15 years ago when we were first starting to do tours and we were organizing adventure races, and we would go out and clean the trails and pick up trash, and the problem would not be acknowledged by anybody. Like, everybody just didn't even want to acknowledge the problem. Now the communities are standing up and organizing groups by themselves, acknowledging the problem. That's the first step, and that's a huge step. So once the problem is acknowledged and we find a way to address it, then it's easier to move forward. So it might seem like sometimes it's an issue which is difficult, but you know, acknowledging the problem and starting to tackle it is a huge step. So
beautiful.
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Good. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.
See you soon.
Thank you, Haley.
I saw this
what
comment.
else do we have in
yeah, we had this comment from Irena. Irena is a colleague of us from My Guide Montenegro, and she's a great person that works in Turkey. She's there on master studies, and she's currently working in the Embassy of Montenegro. But she's always supportive with all the ideas that we have, and honestly, I hope that our collaboration will be long. So that is just a comment that I wanted to show because it was there in the comment section. So yeah, basically agreeing with us.
Uzdravom ti, uzdrav.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. And any questions or anything else in the chat? Because I'm on the mobile, so I don't
on the comments, I don't see anything. Private chats we covered. Rina, the recent one. I like this quote by Kirsi: "We don't have to find another country to enjoy nature. It's true nature always surprises us." FitCamp, wonderful idea. Congratulations! I can't wait to visit you. Thank you, Rina. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I would like to maybe then we have had this invitation now for everybody to share your wishes regarding future events, either on the live chat on the Travel Massive page, or can always also drop an email. But basically we have this Slido questioning. To close maybe with this message. I was traveling for the past 8 weeks in slow travel modus across Europe, 8 weeks from Montenegro to my home country, Finland, and back. And this was a combination. I had my laptop with me, I had my mobile with me. I was working also more or less all the time, but kind of a business and leisure trip, visiting friends and family. And also, publishing one report with the Business Travel Association of Germany. What else did we do? We had 2 weeks ago in Hamburg an event with 200 people. It's called the Creativity and Future Workshop of Destination Management, Destination Camp. And that was the benchmark for me, for the message that life goes on, life can go on if we do organize our life travel events, whatever, in a responsible way, in a well organized. Well, Germans are really well organized, but also self-responsible way. Like, there is no problem for me to wear a mask where I need to wear a mask, or wash my hands a couple of times more. Come on, our grandparents had like much bigger issues to deal with than that, and I'm feeling like positive about our possibilities to organize life, travel, holidays, work, everything in a good way. And this shouldn't stop us. No? So the COVID-19 is an annoying external influence now to everything, but keeping in mind the bigger wave, the climate change, the biodiversity collapse, those are things that we human beings have caused. It's not a virus. We have caused it, and we know how to deal with it. So let's continue doing the right things right as well. If there is anything else to add, I would say otherwise.
Honestly, I would just like to thank everyone, and it's been a pleasure to. This is the first time that we are publicly introducing FitCamp to the audience, except our website and social media, of course. For that one, I want to thank everyone who participated, and I want to thank you for your supportive words. And hopefully, we are really going to meet you here in the springtime when we are going to do the next Travel Massive. And additionally, of course, you are all invited to test our programs and hopefully Jovana and myself, with the rest of our team, we are going to introduce, let's say, a fam trip event for people that are willing to join and to test how it works, especially with the travel agents that are willing to also offer our programs, because this is also one of the sales funnels that we are going to use. So yeah, from my point of view and from the side of FitCamp Montenegro, I want to thank you again, and that's it. Until the next time.
Thank you. Thank you, Jovana. Thank you, Andjela. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We're going to close the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.